Once again, this is Master and Teach GF checking in. I see people are starting to wake up. That's good. So let me wake y'all up some more. Once you realize that the earth is a square inside of a circle, then you can begin to understand the next thing, which is the reason why. So, the reason for the circle, spirit of the earth, is because the circle represents movement. You got it? The circle represents movement. The reason why the square is important inside the earth is because the square represents grounding or staying grounded, represents the body. So how can we explain this? Okay, so if you were just a spirit, circular thing, I'm going to say circular thing because the earth's orbit spirit isn't a circular thing, then you would be constantly moving. So what's keeping you grounded? The body, your body. The square is keeping the earth grounded. But what do I mean by the square is keeping the earth grounded? The square is the earth's body. The circle, the spirit, the aura is the earth's, what I just said, it's those things. Circle represents movement. Square represents stable, or it represents grounded. Okay, alright, so some of y'all might not be able to keep up with that, but I'm trying to make sure y'all do. So, if the earth was only a circle, movement, because it's constantly moving already, right? But the body is keeping the earth grounded. So even though it's moving, it's keeping everything inside the earth grounded. We are constantly moving. So we have a body which is keeping us constantly grounded, and everything inside of us constantly grounded. So we won't float off into outer space. Everything in earth. So it won't float off into outer space. So the water won't come up off the oceans and rivers and start shooting up to the air and flying away. So the most important thing for y'all to understand is that earth is mostly, I'm going to say, the only thing that matters on earth, and I mean inside of earth, inside of this reality, is circles and squares. The circles represent the movement, the squares, or flat, represents the grounded. Keeping it down, holding it down, okay? So that's the reason why the earth is able to constantly spin, because of being in a circular, or having a circular aura, a circular energy. But because of the square inside of it, the body is keeping it grounded. Everything that we see, we can see circles or squares in it, or flat. Circle, square, or flat. Okay? Now, just to explain one more thing before I get back to these things about the earth. When I say that the earth body is a square inside of a circle, I don't mean it's a square standing up. I mean it's a square laying flat. Like you would draw it on the paper. That is going all to each corner of the earth, but it's flat. Okay? That's holding everything down. So everything inside the earth that even matters in this reality is circles or squares. Bottle caps, circle, twist them off, easy movement. Medicine bottle caps, same thing. Tires, easily moving. Motion, circle is a magnet for motions. Okay? That's why everything that's made in a circular image, that's created in a circular image, has more mobility. We got fans. We got square box fans, and they don't move at all. They're stationary. Okay? But we have round fans. Round fans actually can turn their neck as the fan blows. Also have round fans that don't have to turn their neck, but you can move them up or move them down. I've never seen a box fan do that. They might create one since I'm talking about it, but so far no. So everything that's important, remember, circles, squares, and flat. And the reason why I say flat is because sometimes you might not be able to see in a big enough radius to be able to see the square that's actually formed from a flat surface. Like if you're in a big ass desert, okay, there might be a whole bunch of stuff around it and you just see flat earth, right? But you don't actually see. If you was able to move all of that stuff out the way, that it would be a square. Okay. So anyway, man, I just want y'all to remember, the only things that really matter are squares, are circles, and are flats. Just in case your eyes can't perceive a big enough radius to be able to see the square and the flat surface. But believe me, there's a square in there. Okay? So, just as a final point, I'm going to bring it back to the fact about the circle's purpose is to be easily able to continuously move. The square's purpose is to be able to keep things grounded, okay? To hold them down. So once again, this is Master and Teach, GF, checking in and checking out. Peace.